Why do you think that VHS is so popular right now, especially in music? I mean, the obvious answer is because of nostalgia and because it just looks cool, but I decided to put my music video on VHS, and I think I realized the answer's a bit deeper than that. So a few months ago, I recorded my music video, and I was going for a nostalgic, almost early 2000s vibe with it. And I can already see people saying,
"Oh, well that's not the VHS era."
Well, yeah, VHS was on the decline, but there were still a lot of holdouts, myself included. It wasn't until like 2015 that my family finally got rid of our VHS player, which is crazy. Obviously, I wasn't like actively watching VHS tapes in 2015, but just the fact that we had it that long, I think shows like how long this format really lasted. But anyway, I can put my music video on VHS now. So to get started with this process, you really only need an HDMI cord, an HDMI to video converter, and you're going to need, of course, a VHS player and your VHS tape. We're getting tapey in here. Okay, so one of the most central parts of this will, of course, be the VHS player. And this is one that's it's pretty beat up. No, not really. The main thing that we're gonna need for our uses is, of course, input, but mainly a record button. Okay, I think I've got it. Let's see. Come on, videotape gods. Oh snap, it worked. Okay, so we've got the computer successfully connected. Now we just gotta find a way to put the video onto the tape. So yeah, hopefully this will work.
A few moments later.
All right, let's hit it right when this starts. And of course, when I hit that button, the screen popped up. Hopefully this is working. I don't know if this is working. I've never in my entire life recorded a videotape. This will be so cool if it works though. So when I went to record the tape, for some reason I was expecting it to be way harder than it actually was, which is dumb in retrospect. But literally all you had to do was hit the record button, which I probably sound really stupid right now, but I'm a zoomer so I don't care. Okay guys, I think that we did it. I hit stop. It's time to eject this bad boy. What it's like. Any day now. Last nervous. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? This is totally gonna be messed up. Okay, after much trial and error, let's see what the tape we recorded is like, shall we? So I hit play. So the first thing I noticed when I watched my video back on the VHS tape for the first time was, wow, this is actually surprisingly good quality. Like, I'm not kidding when I say you could barely notice the quality drop. And you know, it's not like I was expecting this to be super distorted or anything out of the box, but I was like pleasantly surprised. I had the bright idea, okay, I'll just re-record over the tape a few times and yeah, my thing will look distorted. So I found some old music videos of mine and recorded over the new music video. And I did this maybe for like, I don't know, 5 times for what felt like hours, but was probably like 20 minutes. Yeah, my tapes still looked really high quality. When I remembered watching these things, I don't know how many times we were re-recording over the tapes, but I remember them being like way less high quality. I realized then and there I was gonna have to actually like get creative to make the tape look bad, at least within a reasonable time frame. So after doing some intense Google searching, which means I spent longer than 30 seconds looking at it, I determined the easiest way for me to make my tape look bad, and you know, how we see tapes today, was to use magnets. I suppose the easiest thing to do is just to take the magnet and run it over it anyway. I have no magnets, so I've decided the easiest thing to do would be to use the top of my Yeti cup. What? Throw it on my carpet here. And yeah, just run the magnet. Magnetize. Oh. I feel the magnet magneting. This is definitely doing something. All right. I say we see what it looks like with just the magnet running on it. I feel bad for defacing a piece of history here, but whatever. Let's see. I just love this rewind effect. If there's one key takeaway here, it's that rewinding things creates cool effects.
2 seconds later.
I don't know if maybe my magnet just wasn't strong enough, but I definitely don't see anything. So what I did was I held my magnet up to my tape and just waited till I felt it pull and just moved it around. That's where all these scratches came from. And I went to put it in the VCR, and what do you know? Absolutely nothing changed on the tape. I was shocked again at how resilient the tape was. So I discovered through lots of trial and error that if you run your magnet across the front of the tape where this arrow is, it will distort the tape. Okay, so not gonna lie, I was getting pretty disappointed that despite the fact that I spent the last 20 minutes running a magnet through my tape, there was like no distortion. Wow. I'm proud to present, finally, some distortion on my tape. Not really sure if that's what I was looking for, but I've already gone this far, so I might as well continue destroying this tape. I really had like no clue how much or how little of this I was supposed to do. So I kind of, you know, I was using the magnet on the front and it didn't do much. And yeah, I kind of made the tape unplayable. I was low-key kind of disappointed. I didn't want to just destroy the tape like that, but here we are. After some trial and error, I was able to find some balance, but that does not mean that I didn't destroy the video in the process. There are parts of the tape that are completely unplayable, and that's sad. But despite that, I finally had a somewhat VHS look after hours of labor. And I was pretty satisfied, if not a bit surprised with the results. So yeah, originally I was gonna do like a comparison view, but since I was dumb and recorded this on a CRT and I don't want to spend the money to get a converter to run this back into my computer, I'm just gonna show you the VHS version. If you would like to compare that with the original version, I'll have a link to the original probably at the end of this video. So yeah, here is my music video on VHS. So to go back to the beginning here, like, why do I think that VHS is so popular? I think the answer is because it's romanticized, just like anything else. You know, we've created this alternate reality that really, in real life, didn't exist. Like, VHS tapes were bad, but they were nowhere near as bad as how we portray them today, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, would I use actual VHS tapes for my effects in the future? Probably not. There's just way too much effort and there's not enough control over actual VHS tapes to get the effects when you can get literally just as good effects using, you know, digital tools today. If anything, the digital tools even look better to a degree. But yeah, what are your experiences with VHS tapes? Let me know down in the comments, and subscribe for more music and more videos of me doing crazy stuff like this. Peace out.